Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends. Ha! And welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. This is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. This time I want to take a little look at something from 1996. This is Ninja High School number 50. It's a giant 64-page special from Antarctic Press. And it is created, written, and drawn by Ben Dunn. And it's American comics done in a manga fashion. With a lot of action, a little bit of romance on the side, a lot of action, and interpersonal conflicts, and with tongue planted squarely in cheek. At least so it seems. So, here we go. We're going to take a little look inside the pages of Ninja High School. Yep, there it is. Ninja High School. In number 50, you can see with this interesting illustration, cover illustration by Ben Dunn. And some of it was done on computer. Get that 50 in the background there like that. And these are the three central characters, but there's so many characters and side characters, and gone off to create a whole universe of Ninja High School. Ninja High School. The very angle on this figure right here is very interesting and done very well. Ninja High School is a comic book series created by Ben Dunn from Antarctic Press. And for a time, it was published by Eternity Comics. Upon occasion, other creators have contributed to the series, as they have in this one too. And the series takes place in the fictitious Midwestern town of Quagmire. And Quagmire High is the Ninja High School, where the main characters attend school. And there are superheroes, alien princesses, and regular people inhabiting the pages of the comic. And the cast grew and backstories expanded. And the series started in 1987 and are still running to the present. And it's kind of bushy now. I mean, all kinds, all over. To the many of the side characters have expanded it into their own stories. And even if one followed Ninja High School faithfully, it would probably be very difficult to get everything. And Ben Dunn is a Taiwan-born, he was born in 1964, American comic book writer and artist. He grew up in Kentucky and Texas, but while living in Taiwan, he was first introduced to Japanese manga. In 1984, he co-founded Antarctic Press, specializing in Amerimanga comics, which this is an example of. And he's best known for creating Ninja High School and Warrior Nun Areola, however you pronounce that. And he originated the Marvel Mangaverse for Marvel Comics and worked on the animated film A Scanner Darkly. In 2016, he teamed with Art Greenshaw producing a series of religiously oriented comics, but I have never seen those, so I can't comment on any of that. I've never even seen that movie. I've seen clips from it, but I've never actually seen it. And so he was probably one of the creators that was pretty much instrumental in helping to popularize Japanese manga in the United States. Since he started so early, that was in '84. That was probably before I even heard of the word. And I met him just a couple of months ago at the Comics Expo North Wicked West Comic Expo. Yeah, I spoke with him very briefly, and he seemed to be a nice fellow. So let's take a look. So, okay, in this book, issue 50, kind of a splash page, Crossroads, and the whole thing. These main characters. It's Ichi. This is Ichiku, and what's her name? Azrael, Princess Azrael. She's an alien princess from another planet, and Ichiku is a Japanese American girl wearing Japanese style school uniform. She stopped into the spaceship to visit to visit Ariel, but she's not there. She's out jogging, and the security systems on the on the ship kind of take over, and here she's busting up a bunch of security robots, and then gets chastised for it. So then they're talking because they both have a crush on this boy here, Jeremy, and I guess he's got a birthday coming up, and they're talking about that. So she's got something hidden in that spaceship, and Ichi wants to find out what it is, some secret in there of some kind. So at night she gets, because remember this is Ninja High School, and this teenage high school girl with a 30-year-old developed figure is now dressed as a ninja and sneaking into the ship, using her ninja skills to bypass the security. We catch up to Ariel, and boop, that security system got her. So what are you doing? Angry. Bitch, moan, groan, gripe. And they're talking about stuff. And then it's the next day, Jeremy's family, and getting ready for school. There's another Japanese character here. Ichi, I've forgotten his name. It'll pop up somewhere. Akaru, that's his name. I guess he's new. He's staying with them. They're on their way to school, and the boys are bickering, and they stop as they pass by the home of some new residents, and his name Morgan Ifori. Odd name. Don't know what that means, but he's got a new kid, and they're gonna walk him to school with them because it's his first day, and they talk about He says, "Well, this town's got some pretty busted up areas here." He says, "Well, yeah, we just had a giant monster come through here and caused a lot of problems." So he said, "Well, I can use some repair." And suddenly, this new kid, he's out of his clothes. What structure repair, all funny, and he's a superhero, and he's just suddenly using his super strength, superpowers, etc. Suddenly, rebuilt a lot of the damaged parts, and then he says that he did it wrong, and they get into a big argument, and the kids are fighting amongst themselves. Says, "I'll teach you to mock tomorrow, lad." And smashing the trees, because one guy's using his ninja skills, and they're fight. And Jeremy says, I'll just head on to school if you don't mind." And then head on to school, leaving those boys behind to fight. And they get there, and it's got a pop quiz. Other characters meet up, and here's another major character. This so all you can have a pop quiz by this teacher who's one of the main characters. I can't remember his name offhand. Kind of a funny looking fellow, some kind of mad scientist type. And here back at the fight, the new father of the new family in town, he is a superhero too, and he gets the boys to stop fighting, and they finally later on, and they're going to the Sakura Inn, which is a sushi bar in town, for the birthday party of Jeremy. Happy birthday, Jeremy! Hey, and they're riding in this flying car, and notice the license plate is MST 3K, so Mystery Science Theater 3000. The license plate, and the car is just like the flying car that Nick Fury used in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from comics back in the 60s. And he's getting his stuff, and turns out one of the things is Jeremy's dad is lost in another dimension, and he can't come back to visit. Don't know the reasons why. So here is the special gift that Princess Ariel had for him, is this special robot. It's a holographic robonoid, and it connects to the other dimension and creates a holographic image of the robot over the robot of Jeremy's father, and Jeremy and his little brother can visit with their dad as if he were actually there. And that's the end of the main story. Now they have other stories featuring some of the same creators, and these seem to be continuing, because this is part 4, but they also seem to be parodies of other stuff. This is short Redeemer, Itchy, going into the wild, still thinking about Jeremy. I don't know what the scoop is. Greetings, champion of the itchy whatever. I can't even pronounce the name. So some kind of trial she has to go through. And then another story, the incredible battle of the Iron Sushi Chefs. Here's that sushi restaurant again, with the other characters involved, and it's kind of like a parody of some of the both the Iron Chef cook-off type shows, and some of the cooking manga that is popular in Japan, and it's a competition, and it shows them all exaggerated stuff. As for their competition, they're making their sushi, and all the characters, the judges, trying the sushi and stuff, and people something's not right. People get sick, and it turns out it was all a dream of one of the characters. and another Ninja High School pinup type page, smooth operetta, just a single page, kind of a gag. Then here's a parody of Street Fighter with the characters as Street Fighter characters from the video game. And this is by Kenichi. Story and pencils by Kenichi. And it's all parody. And I can't get the pages. And that is also continued. And then more Ninja High School. This is some really nice artwork. The lettering is a bit off, but totally legible. And this is story and art by Joel Christian, whom I know nothing about. And the panels are incredibly packed. Detail and stuff going on in the backgrounds. Just incredibly packed detail. So much so that it's actually kind of difficult to find out what's going on. And it's almost all just dialogue, which is fine. Things go on. And another story. Here's one that's is a parody of Dune, and it's but also kind of parodying Ben Dunn's name. And this is story and art by Nathan Bonner. And again, like I said, yeah, like the Dune movies. Son of, I am God, Emperor of Steam, and stuff. So the artwork is not as up to some of the other artists, but is adequate for the limited storytelling. And some people are just big Ninja High School fans. There must be a lot of them out there for it to have lasted. What is it, about 35 years? So it must be. I've only I've read very little of it, but I've always kind of admired Ben Dunn's artwork and his business acumen to have co-founded the publishing company and been in production for all these years. So good for him, good for his people. They're working at Antarctic Press, because it's something you don't really see that much, but it is still in production. So that's all I've got this time for Ninja High School. It's just some little fun side stuff, and it's comes out of the time period when ninjas were everywhere. Yeah, ninjas were pervasive. You don't see so much ninja stuff anymore, but in the movies and comics, even in some of the novels, you couldn't swing a cat without hitting a ninja. So that's all I've got this time. Please, thanks for joining me, and please like, share, and subscribe, and do leave a comment. Do you have memories of Ninja High School? Did you used to read it? Do you still read it? And how thoroughly are you engrossed in Ninja High School? And remember, people, comics are art.